Hi, I'm Loree with Idahome Realty, and today with Exploring Twin Falls, we're here with Second South Market. Hi, it's nice
Good morning.
to meet you.
Thank you, Loree. It's good to be here.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about your business.
So this is Idaho's first food hall. It was kind of a brainchild of my husband's. We went to Denver about 4 years ago on a family vacation, and he accidentally walked into a food hall looking for an item.
Yeah.
And he was wowed. And we went the next day, and myself and the girls, we were equally impressed.
Yeah.
So he got to the point where he said, you know what, this is such an amazing experience to walk into a building and have a lot of different food types and options under a single roof.
Yeah.
And so it was really his passion to bring this to Twin Falls. And so when this building went on sale, he realized he saw the vision of this building. A lot of people did it because it had very low white ceilings. It was a Salvation Army.
Yeah, I remember.
And so it had these low white ceilings, and nobody really knew what was up above. And the fact that it's all on a single level, we have the inside on a single level and the outdoors, which is even larger, on a single level.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So it really, it just made for an opportunity to establish a food hall because it's, you could put things all around each and around the outside, and then on the inside is all the seating. So once we purchased the building, we realized that there were some wonderful ceilings up top.
Yeah.
Which we didn't really realize were there. We knew
it's a beautiful building.
Isn't it?
Yes.
And it was built in 1926.
Okay.
The space was actually occupied since 1907
Oh, cool.
with a boilermaker machinist company, and it was just a wood building, and then they tore it down and built this building in 26.
Okay.
And then we guess sometime around the maybe the 50s or 60s, when it became Kringle, it's continued to be Kringle Hardware until Salvation Army took it over in the 70s. We think sometime during that period is when they covered up the ceilings up above.
Yeah.
And we also found these windows up here that we didn't realize were here.
Yeah, those are
They
awesome.
were also covered up. So there were some great treasures that we found here, and horseshoes and some really cool little tools that they use.
Cool.
And you'll see them used at our restroom sign.
Oh, cool.
We made restrooms, the letters out of all of our tools that we found. So it was really fun building Idaho's first food hall. So it's been an exciting run. We just celebrated our first year.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I know me and my family love to come here because everybody can just get something different, and we don't have to argue about where to go because everybody's happy. So
Right.
It's awesome. Well, yeah, I mean, so why do you think it's important for people to shop local?
Well, anytime there's an opportunity to shop local, we should.
Yes.
Because we're supporting our neighbors, we're supporting our community. And one of the nice things about food halls in general, and what we did here as well, is your goal is really to bring in local vendors. We didn't want national vendors. We got some interest from some national chains that wanted to build in here and establish a location, and we just said, no, that's not
awesome.
what a food hall. You can go somewhere else and get that
Yeah, you can go anywhere. and get that.
industrial
Yeah.
food. But here we wanted to support local businesses. Some of these businesses is their first time.
Yeah.
Some they built here instead of their other location, and now they've been able to expand. And we anticipate that there'll be, maybe some changeover, which is okay, because some of these businesses might say, we're doing so well, we're going to go out on our own. But that's our goal, really,
Yeah,
is
that
to
would be awesome.
support our businesses, create jobs.
Yeah.
We're about 100 jobs with between all the vendors.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
And so it's that's what makes it nice, I think. And I
Yes.
think people appreciate that when they come in here. They know where they can go to get their general industrial national chain food. But in here they can support local businesses, and we can help build these businesses up.
Yeah, no, that's extremely important. I mean, they give back a lot to the community, and it helps support the community. So I think that that's important for people to realize that we should be doing that instead of going to our fast food chains,
Yes.
Yes.
Agreed.
Well, yeah, I mean, how long have you guys lived in the area?
So we've been here we've been here 27 years.
Okay.
And so we feel like we're pretty well established in Twin Falls, and this was just sort of my husband is the entrepreneur in the family, although I've been kind of doing that myself for about 20 years. But this was just sort of a goal that he had, and now that we have it established, we finally have kind of figured it out.
Yeah.
Kind of we're all learning as we go. And supporting our vendors has been really important too, because they all took a risk coming in here as well.
Yeah.
They didn't know if this was going to, some of them didn't even know about food halls. So we spent time educating them on food halls. We did a lot of research. And so we explained this is how it's going to be and this is how it's going to look, and work with our contractors. And so we were all taking a risk. And so now that we're all established, we know that it's been more successful than we anticipated.
Yeah.
Even during COVID.
That's awesome.
Because it started right when we were building. In fact, we announced that we were going to build the food hall here in late February, and of course the country closed down a couple weeks later.
I know.
So it was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just, you got to be kidding me. We just announced. So anyway, we went dark. But we continued to build. We had to. You have to just continue on, because they're counting on us, and we've got financial, obligations and so forth. So we had our contractors in here, and they were happy to have a job.
Yeah.
Because
not a lot of places were open.
And they had homes, and people didn't want them in their homes. They were redoing bathrooms or kitchens, and so now they could work here in this wide open space and not interfere with each other. And so we just continued to build and build, and then things started opening up, and we were a little worried about when we first opened, but we were shocked by the number of people that came. It was kind of at that end.
Like right when everything started opening up again.
A little bit. And so people were really excited to come out, and at the time we kept our seating to about a third of the capacity. And that was to just allow people a comfort level where even still you can move your tables around, you can move your chairs around. So if you don't want to be sitting by somebody, you can pick up your table and move it, which is an interesting concept as well. And so we kept a low number on our seating capacity, and then we just slowly built it up to where we are now, pretty much at our maximum. And then, of course, the outdoors is wonderful, and people can come in the summer and sit where they want, bring their own lawn chairs when we have music.
Yeah. Now, that's awesome that you guys were able to do that all through the COVID. I know that a lot of businesses, unfortunately, had to shut down. A lot of people were out of work, so that's great that you guys were able to, still provide work for some of the people that didn't have any at that time. That's awesome.
It was crazy, but we had to persevere. It was scary. We didn't know,
sure.
do we stop? Do we keep going? And we just said, no, we've got to forge on.
Yeah.
And we did, and it worked out. It really was. It really worked out beautifully for us and the vendors.
Yeah.
So that we all kept building, and the contractors continued, and people didn't need to come in and eat in an environment they didn't feel safe. And so once we opened, the timing actually worked out really well for us.
That's great. That's awesome. I know you guys just had your 1 year anniversary, so that's awesome.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, what do you and your family like to do around here for fun?
So mostly the last year's been we've been living here pretty much.
Yeah.
So the last year really has been just focused on getting this business and keeping it successful and working with our vendors and grading it up. But in general, I'm a dog lover. Our family is dog lovers, so we rescue dogs.
Nice.
We have dogs. In fact, we've rescued, I think I'm at 46 dogs since we've lived here.
Oh my gosh, that's so great.
I've kept track of them over the years, and so now our daughter in Denver is rescuing dogs.
That's great.
And so anyway, but we like to ski, and we love the outdoors here.
Yeah.
We just love the hiking opportunities, and getting the dogs in the water to play, and so anything that we can do outdoors. It makes it a little more challenging this time of year, but
absolutely,
we don't mind the snow. It's this ice part that gets
I know, it's getting stuck part.
Getting stuck. But we love to be outdoors any opportunity that we can.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, we have such a diverse outdoor here. We have down in the canyon, up above. We have mountains. It's awesome. That's one of my probably favorite parts too.
We love it here too.
Getting out and getting on the water when you can. So.
Right, and the Four Seasons is great. So it's been 27 years, and we absolutely love it here.
Yeah, that's
just
good.
Love it. Love
that's
this
good.
community, and surprised by how it's grown. And
yeah. I mean, what are some of the significant changes that you've seen? I mean, you guys have lived here for a long time.
Well, at the time, for the past, about 17 years, I was an economic development consultant.
Oh, okay.
So I worked for Southern Idaho Economic Development as a consultant for about 17 years. And so we saw a lot of growth, and I think really what has pushed us to where we are today is I think that bringing in the Chobani and the Cliff Bar,
Yeah.
I think has put us at the level, the highest level there we are with housing and employment. And
Yeah, this town has grown so much. It's
It has.
crazy.
It's
It's
changed
even
a
for
lot.
me, which is I've only seen really the last couple years, because I was a kid. But yeah, I mean, over the last 10 years or so, I've just been surprised. And my mom always tells me, this used to be the farm and this used to be the dirt road. And I was like, it's a highway now, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, what exciting news is going on here that people should know about?
So I think the most important thing that we figured out from last year was establishing the outdoor area, which is called the yard.
Yeah, I love it out there.
Thank you. And we named it the yard because that's what the Salvation Army called it. That's their yard where
really?
they deposited all their stuff that
That's
they
cool.
didn't like. And so anyway, I think that last year we had music on our stage and we booked bands and music, but it was kind of off and on because we were trying to figure out the revenue, who's paying for the bands and how does it work and so forth. I think this year we have a much better understanding of how it's going to work, and so we'll be seeing, I think the community will be seeing music almost consistently throughout the summer on Fridays and Saturdays.
Oh, that would be fun.
Where last year it was a little more sporadic.
Yeah.
This year I think it'll be consistent.
Oh, perfect. No, that's great. I think that's fun for everybody to get out and kind of hang out with each other and enjoy some good food. So that's awesome.
Thank you. And we have a lot of the picnic tables that are ready for the kids, and we have kid tables, we have adult tables, and what we started establishing last year, which we're going to continue this year, some of the times there were bands that drew some really significant crowds, and we do have limited seating out there, obviously. Yeah. So we encourage people to bring their own chairs.
Okay.
We've moved some of the tables from the stage so people can sit around and bring their own soccer chairs or beach chairs, whatever it is. And so we'll be encouraging that a lot more this year. So I think we'll have a lot more activity outside this year.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Good.
And I know you guys set up gift cards. So is that something that's going to be, or gift certificates, is that going to be something that's offered just regularly all the time now?
Regularly all the time.
Oh, perfect.
Yes, we have them printed, and they can be purchased at Full Steam Espresso.
Okay.
And they're good for any vendor inside.
Okay. And so can you tell us a little bit more about the individual vendors that are here? Like, what do they offer? What kind of food options are over here?
Sure. So we have Lucy's Pizzeria, pizza, calzones. They have some nice salads, and they have really incredible dessert pizzas, which is
How good.
So those are worth a try. So that's a little more on the Italian side. Of course, we have Smokey Bone Barbecue, which offers a full line of smoked foods, as well as other things. Like today, I think they're special. They have some cod sandwiches. So
okay.
He switches it up a little bit for specials. We have the Tap House Bar, which is a beer and wine bar. We don't have a full liquor license. It's just beer and wine, but they have a lot of opportunities for different types of drinks, margaritas, chi-chis, that sort of thing.
And they are delicious. I've had one.
Oh, good.
One of the margaritas. It's good.
Good, thank you. Then we have Fugi Express, which is the Japanese-Chinese kind of fusion. We used to have a Mexican location there. Okay. He was a small business owner out of Jerome, and it was a little too much for him.
Okay.
The business was, and we were having trouble finding people, hiring people to help him, and so it switched, and so now he is here. And then we have Poke and Sushi Hut for those who like sushi, rolls as well as bowls, sushi bowls. Of course, we have one of our favorites, Cloverleaf ice cream is here.
Yeah, they're great. They just the article came out that said it was the best ice cream in the U.S. So that's cool.
Yes, and so it's been really great having them here, and it's of course very popular in the summer. And then we have Full Steam Espresso, which has coffee drinks, energy drinks, teas. They have bagels in the morning. They did have some breakfast items, and I don't know. I think they might get those started again and have them all day.
Okay.
So breakfast
so
menus.
lots of options
Different
here.
things.
Yes, absolutely. Well, awesome. So I mean, how do we get a hold of you guys?
So the best way to reach us is you can message us through our Facebook page or email us at info@secondsouthmarket.com.
Okay.
And that's really the best place to reach us.
Thank you for watching Exploring Twin Falls. If you know a great business I should interview next, call, text, or visit parkbench.com/twin-falls. I'm Loree, your local Idahome Realtor.